Welcome back, boys and girls. Today we're going to work on what to do when we're writing and we're not sure how to spell a word that has blends. So before we start, let's do what we always do. I'm going to make some sounds and I want you to write the letter or letters that spell that sound. G, g, like in gate. How would you spell g, g? G, letter G spells g, g. How would you spell k, k, like in kite? K, k, like in kite. Letter K spells k, k, like in kite. How would you spell n, like a nose? N. Letter N spells n, like a nose. How would you spell f, like in fish? How would you spell f, like in phone? PH. We know two different ways to spell the f sound. Sometimes it's spelled with PH, like in phone, and sometimes it's spelled with F, like in fish or five. How would you spell j, j, like in jump? Letter J. That's good. Okay, today we're going to practice some nonsense words in our spelling. When we're writing, and we have to spell a word, we're not sure how we spell it, there are some strategies that we've learned that we can do to help ourselves. We can pound to see how many syllables there are, and we can tap to see how many sounds are in each syllable, and then match letters to those sounds. So that's what we're going to work on now. To do this today, I would like for you to get out your letters. You may need to pause your video. I'm on the wrong side. Oops. Okay. So to do this today, you need all your vowels. So get your vowels, A, E, I, O, and U. Remember, there's two kinds of letters. There are consonants and vowels. So you'll need A, E, I, O, and U because every syllable has to have a vowel. And you will need these letters. So if you need to pause the video to go get them, do that now. D, F, G, L, M, N, P, R, S, and T. Pause the video now and get your letters together and then come back and let's get started. Okay, now that you're back, let's work on some nonsense words. Remember, I've told you before, we really want to work with nonsense words to make sure that we're using our strategies. That's why we do it. So let's try this out. The first word we're going to spell is smaft. Smaft. Say that with me. Smaft. Good. Now that you've said the word, we need to use our strategies to figure out how to spell that crazy word, smaft. And I'm going to show you what I would do if I were writing and I needed to spell that. What I would do is I would pound the syllables and figure out how many syllables are in that word, smaft. Smaft. I hear just one syllable. Now then, I need to see how many sounds are in that word smaft or that syllable smaft. S, m, a, t. I hear five. Do it with me. S, m, a, t. Good. Did you see that? We have five. Five sounds. Now I want to match a letter for every sound. S. The first sound in smaft is S. So I would spell that with an S. Pull down your S. Pull down your S for the beginning sound of smaft. Now let's sound it out again. Smaft. What was our second sound that we heard in smaft? That nasal and that is spelled with letter M. Sm. Okay, let's do it again. Watch me. Smaft. Did you see how I stretched out that third sound? I really want to think about the third sound because I'm missing the third sound. Smaft. I hear the A sound, and I know the A is spelled with an A, so I'll pull it down. Smaft. Got that much of it, but I've got to do the ft. So let's tap it out. Smaft. I hear the f sound, and I know that the letter F spells the sound so I can pull down the F. Pull yours down. Make sure you've got smaff spelled out. Now then, we want to spell the word smaffed. So I've got to think about the last sound and the letter that makes that sound. Smaffed. I hear the t sound at the end, and I know that that's like turtle, and it is the T, and now I've built the word smaffed. But am I finished? No, when I'm spelling a word, I have to read it too. So I want to go back and read it and make sure I'm right. Smaffed, smaffed, smaffed. I have the word smaffed. Good. So push those letters back up. And we're going to do another one. Now I want you to build the word dreamt. Let's do this one together. What's the first thing we do? Yes, we pound it. So let's pound dreamt. Dreamt. One more time. I said that wrong. Dreamt. 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 I have the word dreamt. Now then, after we pound it, what do? Yes, we have to tap it. So let's tap it out. D, r, I, m, p. Do it one more time with me. D, r, I, m, p. I hear 5 sounds. D, r, I, m, p. And I have to figure out what letter goes with each sound. So what's my first sound? The first sound I made, D, D. And what letter makes that sound? D. Now the second sound, we want to say it slowly and really focus in on the second sound. So let's do it together. D, R, I, M. So my second sound was R, and that is spelled with, yes, letter R. Pull it down. Now we want to think about the middle sound. So when we say that sound, we're going to really stretch that part out. D, R, I, M, P. Do it with me. D, R, I, M, P. I hear the I sound like itchy. And what letter says I like an itchy? Yes, letter I. Letter I says I. Okay, here we go again. We're going to think about that fourth sound, and when we make that sound, we're going to really stretch that sound out because we've got D, R, I. Tap it. D, R, I, M, P. What sound is in the fourth place? And what letter makes that sound? M. Good. Drim. Now then, let's think about that last sound. Ready? D, R, I, M, P. P is our last sound. P. Unvoiced lip puffer. Which letter makes the P sound? Good job. Letter P. So now then, I need to check it. Let's check it together. You touch your letters and I'll touch mine. Dr, I, M, P. Dreamt. Dreamt. Okay, so what's our word? Dreamt. Good job. Push those letters back up. And let's go on to our next word. The next word is grossed. Say that with me. Grossed. The word grossed. Okay, now what do I need to do? That's right. You need to pound it out. Now what do I need to do? Tap it. I'm going to let you tap this one by yourself. Good job. How many sounds did you hear in grossed? G, R, A, S, T. Now then, your job is to pull down the letters for every sound in the word grossed. Got it? Okay. Let's see if I can do it. Grossed. G, R, A, S, T. I hear the G and the R. I know vowels together, G and R, are a blend. G, R. I can hear both sounds, the G and the R. So I'm going to pull down the G and the R.
Excuse me, teachers.
Just a moment, boys and
Will
girls.
someone from the technology department please call the office? Thank you.
I'm at school. You heard that. So I've got grr. Let's work on grossed. G, Ah. What letter? O. Grost. Grost. Is that how you spell the word grost? Grost. Good job. I have the word grost. Good. All right, here's your last one. I want you to build the word slund. 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 If you need to pause the video, you can pause it. Okay, so you pounded it out, and how many syllables did it have? Yes, it had one syllable, slund. And you tapped it out. Slund. I heard 5 sounds. Sl. That's a blend I know really well. Sl. That's SL. So I can pull that down because I heard that. Sl. The next sound is and I really have to pay attention to vowels. Sl. I know the is spelled with a U. Sl. Sl. D. I hear the Those are the tricky ones. Those are the nasals. D. Slund. 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 That word was slund. Good job, boys and girls. You did a good job today. I am very proud of how hard you're working. Remember, if you're writing and you don't know how to spell a word, there are strategies that you know really well to help yourself. You can figure out how many syllables there are, and after you do that, you can pound out each syllable and spell those words syllable by syllable. Tap out each syllable and spell those words syllable by syllable, and then you will be able to write a letter for every sound you hear, and that's what you can do to help yourself as a writer. Go have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.